Welcome back to another unexpectedly random product review. Today, we are looking at Lunchables PB&J. No thaw on this side. These are grape peanut butter sandwich and grape dip. A lot of glare from that thing. It's a couple of peanut butter uncrustable like sandwiches with a grape dip. I also have a strawberry one. Take a look at it in another episode. Yeah. So the funny thing is, really funny thing, if you look down here, where it's really, really washed out because of the light, this right here that you can't read, it says keep refrigerated, do not freeze. And I find that funny because over here, it says no thaw. So you're not supposed to freeze them, but if you freeze them, you don't get a thaw out. No, I guarantee that right there is a jab at Smucker's Uncrustables, um, because they have the frozen peanut butter and jelly sandwiches that are fanabulous. Wow, that is a weird portmanteau. Fantastic and fabulous, fanabulous. Yep, that's exactly what I did there. Cool. Um, Literally eat the grape ones straight out of the freezer while they're still frozen. They're wonderful. Um, so that's 100% a jab at them. So we're gonna give this a try. Now the jelly in this looks gelatinous. Seems to be pretty thick, just on my preliminary squeezing, which is not something I really ever thought I would say, but now it's happened, and we're gonna move on with life. So my first observation, obviously these are small volume products, as far as their composition, not specifically designed with the non-small adult in mind. Probably more designed for kids, truth be told. Uh, but that doesn't mean that you can't enjoy them. So here is I'm not going to flip this up so far because it's going to drop the gelatinous material onto my keyboard. The bread feels soft, which is good. It's a little stiff on the pressed edges, but that is to be expected. Based on this one here that has a rupture, it looks like I need to turn that off. It looks like it's properly filled. Unlike a Pop-Tart, I went there. I know if they filled Pop-Tarts any further, it would end up rupturing and leaking Pop-Tart guts all over, and that wouldn't be great for business. But yeah, those words. That's my visual inspection. I'm gonna push my microphone out of the way. Sorry if I sound farther away. I don't want to get this on it. So as far as dipability assessment, probably should have tried. Yeah, probably should have tried the sandwich, the peanut butter without the dip. But as far as dipability, it actually, the gelatinousness breaks really easy. So it does actually become quite dippable. I was concerned about that when I was looking at its viscosity previously. It's already slightly more fun than an Uncrustable. Now, you won't hear me say a bad thing about my Uncrustables because I love them. But there is definitely more of a fun factor in the do-it-yourself process, and I don't have to get peanut butter all over. So there's that. Well, I'm not impressed. peanut butter. Let's start there because that's my first. And we'll break this down and try it by its components. But the peanut butter is congealed. Um, I'm not sure how to describe it, but it's more of a. It's a weird texture. It's smooth. It has a bit of a peanut oil taste, but it has virtually no actual peanut butter taste to it. That actually that makes me sad. What did screw I don't want to flip this one over. So we're gonna check here and see if there's actual peanuts in this. Peanut butter, roasted peanuts, sugar, hydrogenated cottonseed, soybean oil, and salt. Based on that, it should not be gummy. Ooh. Steviol glycoside. That sounds like a synthetic sweet. Anyway, so that is weird. There's virtually no peanut butter flavor at all. It doesn't really do the peanut butter stuck to your mouth sort of thing. So if that's a problem you have, um, I would probably recommend you just go with normal peanut butter and deal with the unfortunateness of that rather than trying this because this does not have the flavor to justify it. We're gonna try this grape thing. There's a little bit of a kind of a funky sort of grape thing, like a very heavy artificial grape, which granted I'm a big fan of grape Jolly Ranchers and those sort of things, so I know my artificial grape flavors. Interesting. So it has a lot more actual flavor to it. It does actually kind of taste like grape jelly, but it tastes like watered down grape. If that makes sense. Um, there is guar gum. Looking at this one, which may be a little different because the consistency of the jelly is a little different. They don't like this. There is potentially guar gum as a thickener, which is probably the reason for the texture. The flavor is just disappointing. The grape, the grape dip, it has almost a chemical taste to it, which is super weird. It's not unpleasant. It's just if I'm gonna pay whatever I paid for this, I think it was $2, something, $1.50, um, for literally like a half of a piece of bread. I kind of expect it to semi taste what you're presenting it as. I don't know what it is that is doing that, but something's not doing it for me. Grape juice. There is actually grape juice in it. Guar gum, potassium sorbate, which is a preservative. Fruit pectin, nope, fruit and vegetable juice concentrate, color, calcium citrate, sodium citrate, citrate, however you want to pronounce those. both preservatives. Citric acid is probably an acidifier and preservative. Yeah, I can't. I legitimately cannot recommend these, or at least not the grape one. I'll have to check out our strawberry one to see if it's any better. But the the grape is passable, but it does not. It's not okay. So yeah. So Lunchables, you throwing shade on Smuckers. They literally blew your product out of the water. Flavor wise, 5,000 times better. Um, Texture wise, theirs is fluffy. Even when I eat it frozen, delightful. I love the cold, crunchy peanut butter because it's fun, delightful. This this makes me want to cry. Please do better, Kraft. So that's my take on that. If you give them a try, let me know what you think. It's possible I got a weird batch. If I get reports that people are having good luck with it and the flavor's there, um, we can certainly give it another try. I'm not opposed because I was kind of excited, but with the way that went, I will not be touching those again unless I get some good feedback on them. That's all I've got for this product review. I don't have the label close by for the outro, so I'm gonna do this. It's fun because it makes it easier to cut thumbnails out of that if I just do a goofy shot like that, and it seems to work. So, yeah, like I said, let me know what you think if you tried them down in the comments, and we will see you in the next one. And of course, until then, stay random. This has been another unexpectedly random product review.